Hey, Instagram, it's me, T. Philip Patterson's taking the train to Tibet. Hey, today is what is today? Wednesday, and that's like world politics, world issue, what world day for this tirade. This is a T tirade, by the way. Maybe I should explain T tirades. Okay, let me do this. Who's this? Hey, JT 574 join. Hey, um, okay, it started a long time ago. I should comb my thing. I should look presentable for y'all because we're talking politics and politics. People, well, world politics. People, leaders, they got to look a certain way, whatever have you. But look, when I was younger, look in the '60s, I was part of like the Black Arts Movement, Black radicals, Ungawa, Black Power kind of thing. You know what I mean? But I was like what I would do. Well, let me put it this way: my peoples, we would read everything. You know what I mean? The World Herald, the Tribune, the Sun, the White Jihad, the Houthi, the Times, the Ramparts, the New Republic. We read everything, and so our information was like that. Now me in reading everything, I'd read everything, but it would just fall away. It was useful at the moment. I use it for then. I had to go. Okay, just want to give you a little background for that. Now, when I got into Bronx Community College, we had a little think tank group, right? Now, think tank group, here's how it operates. You read something, or some people read something, and then they share it with the rest of the group. I mean, these think tanks they have these days, they plot and planning to take over the world. I don't know what that means, but that's what it is. Okay, somewhere in there, well, after Bronx Community College, that sort of fell apart. And when I say it fell apart, because we took over the school, and it's a long story. Anyway, the point is, I don't say he got kicked out, but let's say I was, it was beneficial for me to leave Bronx Community College. Let's put it that way, right? And then, so I went to the Air Force, and when I was about a year, about 2 years before I was getting out, I started doing poetry on the radio. I was poet in residence for WPRB, Princeton University. Okay, radio station. Saturday Soul, JB's Saturday Soul. Now, because I was there, with JB, now JB he was doing his undergrad in Princeton. That's how he got the radio program, blah, blah, blah. Then he went on to, Columbia Law. Then went to something else. So he's one of those brainiac dudes, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not a brain, well, let's put it this way. I'm with the peoples, not with the elitists, right? So a lot of times, because I always read and stuff like that, I get stuff. So I always say something to JB, and he said, well, "Where'd you get that from?" He wanted me to cite the thing and find the D. I'm saying, I don't know. I just ignore him. Now then, the age of the internet came, and now I don't have to do that anymore. Somebody said, "Where'd you get that?" I said, "Look it up." Don't believe me? Look it up. So when I do these tea tirades, you say, "Well, he needs to do this. He needs to do." No, we're not in academia. This is like blah 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 blah. You are supposed to fact check. In other words, we have our first we had our citizen journalists. Now we have our citizen fact checkers, our citizen researchers. That's what you are. Me, I can spew anything. And you're supposed to say, that don't sound right. Well, maybe you got a point there, right? So a lot of times when I'm saying stuff, I have to fess up. I actually do know, where to go. But that doesn't, if I give you the answer, then you get the answer. Then you just be repeating what I repeated. But if I give you a hint, then you have to sort of that don't make sense. Then you start researching for yourself, and then voila, that's my technique. The technique of a tea tirade. I went through all that, and this is a well. Let me say, on Mondays is a me day. I talk about me. On Tuesdays, it's a U.S. politics day. Wednesday, it's world politics. Thursday is audio drama. Yes. Friday, it's like a week wrap up. Some things threads from the week. And then Saturday and Sunday is like hodgepodge, throw stuff in there. So this is a Wednesday. I just want to say this about, because there's a lot of stuff happening in the world, coming from all different angles. And I just want to point this out. Usually when upheavals happen, the people that have to, either they start the upheaval or they benefit from the upheaval, or they perpetrate, whatever, they perpetrate the upheaval, or they benefit from it, or they have to address it. They usually, it's like the military, or it's a religion, a religious kind of thingy, you know what I mean? And you say, well, what about the politics? The politicians, well, that's what I'm saying. The politicians will deal with the military. And then you have the corporations. Everybody will have one of those, I say one of those two things, either the military or religion, religion or the military. That's three. There's a third one in there. I don't know which one it is. You all figure it out. Okay. So when I look at what's happening these days, it's really interesting. There's stuff that's happening in Indonesia, stuff that's happening in Sudan. In fact, I'm sorry. Let me go back. I just have one fear or one concern, I should say, and that is with the stuff that's happening in the Mediterranean. I'm gonna say the Mediterranean, and with U.S. warships or whatever have you, and with stuff that happens, especially in right now Morocco. A racist country. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I did mean that. Morocco, and then with my concern right now these days is the Sahel. The what's happening in Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, right? And then by extension, I guess you'd have to say, well, the countries that are joining that sort of thing, and they have their concerns. Thank goodness for Russia giving them some stuff, so they can, fight these again. Those religious sects that are propped up by the powers that want to cause the ferment, problems. You know what I mean? So my concern is I have this concern because those guns or those ships, those submarines can be turned around and face, the Sahel in them because France is sort of miffed because they get squeezed out and the U.S. can't get in, so it'd be beneficial to destroy that thing because that has influenced all these other. I guess it's too late actually. All these other little things in Africa, little big things in Africa. I'm talking about the youths doing what they do. Usually it was like the intellectual, the students. Man, the students are still on point, right? Then now you have the citizenry doing stuff. So the corporates have to. I don't know what they do. Well, they got to do the agents, do the buffer people in there, and the academia, I don't know, well, I don't know what academia is doing. Anyway, back to the point. So, so my concern is that they'll turn those armaments, those guns around to that region and stifle that kind of movement. That's my biggest concern. They say, well, nobody's talking about that. That's my point. I want you to start thinking about other things, not what they're giving you, because of what you're getting from the what do you call those? The legacy medias, the Wall Street and the Washingtons and the Times, That's just come on. Those are stenographers, and they just what you get from the major. Those, you know what I'm talking about. But let me give you. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna give you one example. When the United States invaded Grenada and stopped Maurice Bishop's, New Jewel movement, right? Of course, I was paying attention, right? And I heard the report early in the morning, right? Now, what you don't know is that what people don't know. I think this was on a Tuesday or Wednesday morning, right? And what happened is that past weekend, people stormed the Marine barracks in Lebanon and killed a bunch of people, right? And then, it must have been a Saturday or Sunday, because a Friday or Saturday, because on Sunday, Reagan called a meeting of the cabinet, whatever have it. On Sunday, they were supposed to be talking about that particular raid. Instead, they hatched, as an adjunct, they hatched this plan to destroy the New Jewel movement, right? And then what happened was because of the confusion there, when the bodies were coming back, because then they report on bodies coming back, they mixed in the people, the combatants from the New Jewel movement, with the Lebanon strike or the strike on the Marines. So it was really, I'm going like, that's interesting. They got all this stuff on playbooks. Look, let me put it this way: when you're involved in a think tank, you think of all the angles, and these folks be thinking of all the angles. So when you're starting to analyze stuff, don't just analyze what you see and then repeat what you see and get, as I say, drowned in that backwash. Look at all the angles. That's my point. Look at all the other possibilities. Look at where this could go. You see? Okay. That's it for today, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow about audio drama, something like that. Be well.